And by the way, major gift donors tend to be entrepreneurs or business owners. We are applying free market enterprise principles to the nonprofit sector because not only because you're a corporation, because your donors will sniff out all the cracks in your foundation in about 10 minutes. And they will not invest major gifts if they see that you have problems in staffing, if they see that you have no plan, no fundraising plan, no strategic plan, no plan for your programs, no outcomes that you can report. They've heard tons of anecdotal stories. Every nonprofit, every charitable Tom, Dick, and Harry is out there giving anecdotal stories about lives changed. But have you gone to the business owner when you're asking for an investment? Donation is investment in your great dream backed by a sound plan, and said, here are our numbers. Here are how many kids or how many people or how many the cause or the population you're serving. Here's what it is. Here are our numbers. Here are the outcomes of that. Here's how it has improved our city, our region, our state, our country. Share with them some of those higher level things. Here's how we're managing it. And also for, let's say, for Kinship Radio. I don't know how many years old the organization is, but I was just meeting with a donor out in Las Vegas. He is a multimillionaire, maybe a billionaire. He built half of the Las Vegas Strip. He knew this 30-year-old charity about 15 to 20 years ago. And he was a smaller donor. I mean, 5 to 10,000 for some years, and he hasn't given to them in years. He just gave a $100,000 gift a week ago when we had that Ask event. I know he's going to give a stretch gift of somewhere between 3 and 5 million, but that was a first gift. Why? How did we earn his confidence back? He had serious questions about the leadership. He knew from 15 or 20 years ago there were problems in the leadership level between the board and the executive director. We were able to share all of the changes that had been made and even future changes that are upcoming and planned. We went through, again, the numbers, the plans, what the organization has done to correct past issues in order to regain his confidence and build his confidence that, yes, we can have a successful campaign. And he's now agreed to be the co-chair of our campaign cabinet and bring other donors in. In fact, he said, Stefanie, I never thought in a million years you could raise $1 million for this charity in one night. But now that I see the level of community support and the way this organization has really strengthened itself, he said, I'm only disappointed in one thing. You didn't have Mark in the room. And I said, Frank, I don't think I've met Mark. And he said, he's the godfather of Las Vegas. And I said, well, you don't mean in the mafia, right? He said, he's the wealthiest guy in Las Vegas. He's my personal friend. So now he's going to introduce us to the wealthiest person and say, here's why my wife and I just gave 100,000 to this mission, and we invite you to do the same. And he knows that this gentleman is a Christian and this is a Christian charity, and he has all those connections we don't have. So it's not just a matter of us finding big donors, but people know people and people give to people. So as Joanne was saying earlier, getting the community members to help and lead your campaign ultimately in campaign cabinet in the inviting phase is so crucial.